morning, welcome back to the chaos. I'm Ryan, and yeah, we were up extremely early this morning. I'm running off of adrenaline basically at this point, but had trouble sleeping because I'm so excited. Today is a full-on Viper day. So we're actually meeting up with, to be honest, I don't know how many Vipers. So I finally kind of get to debut my car. I know we're meeting up with Josh, which y'all remember him. He's got the Tiffany wrapped blue Viper. Then we're meeting another guy that I've talked to, named Dan. He's got yellow Viper. And then from that point, I'm not really sure. So what it is it's the whole Carolina Viper Club. So like there's Viper Owners Association across America, and then there's like different chapters. So Carolinas, North Carolina, South Carolina have like their own chapter. Well, they do different events each month, bi-monthly, that kind of thing. I've never been able to meet with them because I've been without my car for so long. So this is my first time meeting those guys, and they're actually gonna do a full-blown trip up through the mountains, and I'm jealous because they're gonna be able to hit all the tollgate roads up there and stuff, and like that was kind of my goal for the car for the year. This was kind of last minute. I got the car back barely in time, and I don't trust it enough yet. I want to make sure, you know, we do shakedowns locally before we do some type of trip like that. But they're meeting today to all cruise together up to the mountains. So we're going to actually tag along for part of that journey. So cruising around because so far it's just been me and Josh. So mobbing around with him has been awesome enough, but 3, 4, 5 plus Vipers, I don't know. I'm just on cloud 9 right now. So I can't wait to see, can't wait to meet everybody, 1, but then 2, see what kind of cars they have. Obviously Vipers, duh. But yeah, see the different generations, see what everybody has done to them. I would love to hear and get some exhaust ideas, because that's kind of the next big ticket item I want to do for this thing, because it's just so quiet. The sound doesn't match the looks at this point. So hopefully some good ideas and bounce off them and just make connections, kind of meet and greet, and hopefully be able to meet up with these guys again and join in for some more events. But we're gonna go meet them for the first time and go to lunch. We're cruising out from Raleigh to Greensboro, and then that's where we'll part ways. But so excited. So waiting on Paul. He's gonna be my co-pilot and filmer for the day. So as soon as he gets here, we'll take off. Viper's looking mean this morning, and I'm actually anxious to see what Paul's reaction is, because again, nobody's seen this car except for Slam and I. Everything else has been either through just hey, check out this picture of my car, or hey, the videos that I released, that kind of thing. So anxious to see Paul's reaction for seeing it for the first time. Paul just rolled up. Y'all remember him. He's been in a ton of videos. He's got his dark horse here. And this is Paul's first time seeing the car. So this is the first time anybody outside of pictures and video have seen the car. So what do you think?
I'm jelly.
Yeah. So I finally got my dream car. Now we're working on Paul to grab his dream car. So he wants a Ferrari, but yeah. Every day get a little closer. You just got to keep chipping away at your goals. But
every time I find a penny on the ground.
Yep, there you go. It's little by little, but yeah. So I'm super psyched for today, because like I said, this is my dream car, and then I had to bring Paul along for the ride. So luckily he was able to jump off work and go with us. So I'm excited to get going this morning. All right, so we're getting close. We actually went ahead and gassed up, so we're all good for the ride. Paul broke the bad news that we might be seeing rain. So that seems to be the common trend with us lately. So last time we went to Mustang Week, that was a couple weeks back, and we kind of brought the rain with us. So every time we get together, it seems like it rains, unfortunately. But we're crossing our fingers that we can avoid that, just because, 1, I'm not comfortable driving this car as is, much less than the rain. Plus that'll just put a damper on the whole day. But we're getting close to our meetup spot. Unfortunately, we are down Josh. He last minute couldn't make it, so he's the one with the Tiffany wrapped Viper. So we're down him, but I'm excited to see. Hopefully we'll have a good showing. Like I said, I know there's at least going to be Dan with the yellow Viper, and then kind of a mystery on how many other Vipers we get from there. But either way, I'm still on cloud 9. Even 1 Viper is more than I usually cruise with, so that's perfect. But we'll actually get to this gas station and kind of show you what we see, how many Vipers show up, and meet and greet. All right, so Paul and I are the first ones here. We like to be, at least, yeah, we're both kind of early birds, so I'd rather get here, get set up, and that way we can get rolling shots of everybody coming in. So like I said, I don't really know what to expect, but I got the weird butterflies. Like I said, I'm just so excited because Vipers, I know that I've said this a million times, but it's been my dream car, and just spending a day cruising around with other Vipers, I couldn't ask for any better. Like, times like this is why I bought the car, want to enjoy the car, so I'm excited. How about you, Paul? What are you excited for and want to see?
Like, I've never been in a kind of a cruise out like this, so I'm definitely excited. See what other people have done to their Vipers too, and you know.
Well, that's one thing I have never really heard, like, because at Cars and Coffee, we've seen Vipers, but then obviously the owners are walking around looking at everybody else's cars, so it's hard to actually meet people and, you know, kind of exchange ideas and stuff like that on these cars. And I've never really heard them with exhaust, so, or it's always been from like a distance, that kind of thing. It's like, oh look, there goes that Viper, you know, quarter mile away, and you can barely hear it. So I want to hear, hopefully somebody's got some, what I want, a loud setup.
If we get lucky, I'd really like to see a Hennessy.
Ah.
Never seen one of those in person.
Yep, I was about to say, as a kid, my actual technical dream car was a Hennessy Viper. It was Venom 550, I think is what they were called.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. I'm just, like I said, any Viper is a good Viper. So we're waiting for these guys to pull up and we'll just kind of hang out. All right, so we're actually already on the way to Greensboro, because like I said, we met up with Scott, and only Scott, so a lot of people flaked on us. So it's just the two of us, but he's got a Gen 5, beautiful car. So we're headed to Greensboro, just the two of us and Paul, and then he's got his wife, girlfriend with him. And then hopefully there we'll be able to link up with some more. I at least know there's gonna be a guy there with a purple Gen 5. He's like the club president, so I know he'll be there. And then again, kind of a mystery. I don't know who's gonna show up. So I don't know if it's the weather that's got people flaked out or what, but only two of us cruising out. I'm still excited. Hopefully we get some good shots on Scott's car on the way down. But Paul and I just chilling, enjoying the drive. So we just met up with all these guys. We actually just finished lunch. So what, we've got 5 Vipers now, 4 Vipers, I don't know. Math is not my strong suit, but yeah, plenty of Vipers. So we're actually going to caravan with them. Unfortunately, yeah, I can't go the whole way, but at least want to get some rolling shots of the cars and rolling down the road. So gonna link up with them, go a little way down the road, but try to get some good shots of all the cars. Just because my mind's blown right now. Like, if I'm not making any sense, that's why, because I'm so excited that this is what I've been dreaming about, is just rolling around with this many Vipers. word to describe that. That was hectic. So as soon as we left, because those guys are trying to make up time, so they're actually like picking up Vipers along each stop. And I think Matt said he was the one with the purple Viper. I think he said they have 2 more stops to go. So they're just collecting people and cars as they go along. So they're a little behind schedule, but yeah, that's probably the quickest I've ever driven this car, and it was exhilarating. That was one thing. Paul and I survived, so we'll say that much. But I hope those guys have a safe trip up to the mountains. I'm super jealous that I can't join them, but maybe next year that'll be something to strive for, because that, again, is one of my goals, was to get this car in the mountains and on those curvy roads. But that gives me time to honestly learn the car, because at this point I'm still new, trying to figure out like the dimensions of the car. I don't know where the front end is and ends, and just, yeah, learn the car, learn the characteristics. If I do get into the accelerator and the rear end kicks out, I want to know how to control it, that kind of thing. So I've got some time to play around with it. But Paul and I are actually going on a little side quest. So we're gonna hit up, there's been a exotic dealership on the side of 40, so in between Raleigh and Greensboro. Passed it, I don't know how many times over the course of my lifetime, Paul too, and we've always been one of those things like, man, we need to stop there, we need to stop there. Well, today we've got plenty of time, so we're actually going to pop over there and just kind of check out, see what they got. And especially since we're rolling in this car, they might actually like entertain us a little better than if we were just 2 like punk kids rolling up trying to look at their exotic cars. But so we're gonna head there now. Like I said, I just had to get my heart rate down, because that was a very frantic weaving in and out of traffic. I'm not used to that, so gonna chill out, but head to that exotic car dealership. Made it here. It's Foreign Cars Italia, so even just the entrance pulling in makes it feel fancy. But we're gonna walk around, see what they got. I might be standing out with my Dodge. There's ain't no other Dodges in this place. Made it back home to the Chaos Garage safely, so what a day. I mean, like, that was a blast. So I really appreciate the Carolina Viper crew for letting me like kind of tag along. I was kind of like that little brother, like, hey, can I join up with y'all? I know I can't go on the whole trip, but can I at least meet up and tag along for a little bit? But I was glad they got to meet up with them and they allowed that. So ended up only being, just Scott cruising from Raleigh to Greensboro, which that was fine, because again, like, even just one Viper mobbing around with is awesome. So it's still crazy to me to think that not only do I have my Viper, but then I'm looking out over the hood seeing another Viper cruising around with, so that was awesome. And then once we actually got to Greensboro, able to meet up, there was 2 others, the purple Gen 5, and then like the black with like kind of like the ghost black striping on it. So met up with those guys, ate lunch, had a good lunch, and then caravan just a little bit. Traffic was nuts, so it was hard to actually kind of stay caravan with those guys. But like, still having 4 Vipers on the road at one time like just blows my mind, because I don't know where y'all are from, but like around here you don't see these cars, much less see them all together. So hopefully this is definitely not the first or the last time that we're gonna be doing that type stuff, but got like a little taste today and I loved it. I hate Josh couldn't make it, so I mean, life happens, that can't blame him for that. So we'll meet up with him next time, because he's an OG to the channel, And if you remember, because he's got the Venom Red that he had wrapped Tiffany Blue. So can't wait for him to actually check out the car. And then we kind of threw a last minute curveball stopping at that Ferrari and Porsche dealership. That was a blast. So it was the marketing rep. He actually he probably talked to us for an hour and a half. Like, really cool guy, car guy. I cannot remember his name to save my life, but really cool guy. He actually was like a suspension tester, for lack of better terms. Like, I'm sure there's an official title to it, but for the Gen 2 Vipers. So he actually, yeah, like the shock company, they throw the shocks on the car, you know, make some changes. He would go out on the track, test them, provide his feedback. They tweak him a little bit again. And yeah, he was that guy that got to, or one of on that team that got to test out, because he runs like the Ferrari race team and stuff. Like his accolades are just, there's a laundry list of them. And so being able to pick his brain a little bit and just like hear his backstory and just the kind of rundown on Ferrari, because Ferrari is a whole different level of type of car I've just never messed with, and that's Paul's dream car. So I think he was over the moon today getting to stop and just drool over all those Ferraris. But I had a blast. I really appreciate everybody for watching. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that subscribe button for not only Viper content, but here at the Chaos Car Club, we love everything. JDMs, exotics, motorcycles, you name it, it's got a motor, we love it. But thanks again, we'll catch you in the next one.